So we're going to do the daily Divine Partner reading. Divine Partnership of You. Very much feeling this partnership within thing happening. It feels good. When you make the decisions that God has guided you to make, that are best for your life, even if it's not easy, even if people don't agree, if people even downright disagree, you have to do what's best for you and go with your guidance, your divine guidance. Not ego's guidance, because remember, that's not what's best for you. So, having my coffee with sugar and cream. Sugar's not bad. The body needs sugar, so it all gets converted into glucose, the type of sugar your body can use. So it's just about how much sugar and fats and protein and all that stuff. Yeah. So a lot of the same myths and fallacies around meat eating. And, doesn't mean you're going to be perfect all the time. Even if you're vegetarian or vegan, vegan might want some scrambled eggs with some cheese on it, right? One day, you're going to, chastise them. I mean, yeah. I had a little bit of meat the other day, and it's to the point where it's like, meh. Yeah, I could have definitely had that without meat and been just fine. So, really shedding a lot of the fleshly desires. That's really the core root of letting go of, trying to find a man or a woman, or eating meat, or addictions, or any kind of unhealthy, imbalanced behavior. Really, there is a core issue that's happening there. And it's not because you can't stop eating meat and you need protein, or you need sugar, or you have a sweet tooth, or this all has to do with self-discipline and not being able to restrain yourself and have self-discipline. It's not that, it's so easy, look at me restraining from, not eating meat it can be a very difficult thing. Unless you're someone who was raised by vegan parents. Who the heater just clicked off, so I can talk a little quieter now. I had to warm it up in here. It's early. What time is it? 5:47. Good time. So, let me just shuffle a little bit here. Feeling that good new energy flowing in. Just confident in the decisions that I've been making with my life. And just like with the meat eating, you eat some and then you're like, nah. That's confirmed that I'm good there. And same with Tom. My son just got up. He's having his little breakfast in his room. I'm having my coffee. It's like, it's still early. Mommy gets her coffee by herself. So I'll do this reading while I'm having my coffee. But, it's all choices in each now moment. That's all it is. That's all we're doing, is choosing what's best for us right here, right now. Oh, he's squealing, having a good old time. Those are the thummy ones. That chrysalis deck is thick. Am I getting through to you, chrysalis deck? You're so thick. Am I getting through? Oh. Coffee, I love you so. Why not? It smells like fresh dragon blood incense in here. I burned a little stick last night, but I just put the bags of incense themselves in my bedroom, so just the scent from that. Oh, it smells so good. Mm-hmm. Yep, I made it. It's okay. So, yeah, that was a good day yesterday. It's gonna be another good day. Next couple days it's supposed to be like in the mid, this weekend it's supposed to be in the mid 60s. And today it's supposed to be like barely 60, but it's supposed to be clear and sunny, no clouds. It did clear up pretty good last night, but then well, just for a couple hours maybe. Like, I'd say, because see, the sun was way up high in the sky, and they had this big cloud, because the second sun or whatever was over on the horizon, like right in the middle of the afternoon. So you could still see it, even though they had a big, thick, like white fence of clouds. You see this glowing like it was something was setting in the middle of the day, even though the sun is like, or the simulator, I don't know, is like directly overhead. So let's see what's coming out here already. Oh, we love that. Empress. King of Cups. In the World. With the Seven of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, right. And then the King of Spirals, the companion on the top. Oh, sure. King of Cups, King of Wands, Empress in the World. With Seven of Wands and... yeah, I'll do it. Oh. Communication from the Divine Masculine? Yep, my left brain talks to me. Okay, so let's lay these cards here. Just want to get to a good... dreamt about one of my cats last night, which is interesting because someone... maybe it was... I don't know. But they were saying how they dreamt of one of their animals or something, and it's like, yeah, I dream of my Fat, a 16-pound cat. Call her Fat. She was named Whiskas. I think I named her after her cat food. But then something flipped over. What card was it? But then she got so fat, I named her Fat. And then named her brother Boy. Well, maybe none did. I thought... am I tripping? I must have flipped back over. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. The Golden Flower, the Temperance card, and the Seven of... yeah. Growing in your temperament. Especially with people who've had to deal with a lot of abuse, okay? A lot of healing. Sun card and Three of Swords, so... beautiful. A lot of healing, anger, having to heal anger. Strength, yeah, there's Leo. And then there's the Moon and Six of Swords, so being strong enough to go with the flow of Mother, let your thoughts flow like the feminine. So that's right brain stuff. Yeah, just let your thoughts flow like, oh, I could never be you never know, you could be some person, you could be one of those people on a junket selling your book, you know? And then that's an attainable goal for a lot of people, okay? So you don't even have to be like a #1. You can just be an author, okay? And get in touch with libraries, okay? And do a little book presentation. You know, you know what I'm saying? there's no like certain avenue you have to go when you want to, or being an actor or anything. It doesn't have to like, boom, I got to go to Hollywood. No, you can work in the local theater with beautiful people, meet people like who are like you, who are passionate about that, but don't want to be all like Hollywood with it. And there has been some people who started out, I forget his name, but he was like a popular guy on one of those, what was it, like something family, I think it was the one with the guy from Married with Children, the father. He was married to the Spanish wife, and then they had their little chunky kid, the boy. He is so funny. He was like the funniest one on the whole show. I'm like, where do they get these? Oh, there was one that was flipped over. Ace of Swords. Ha ha ha. That's God's truth. Oh, that one was flipped over. Oh, gracious me. That's beautiful. So, and I was going to say, sometimes it represents a boner in the how the Knight of Cups flipped out, and the King of Wands is on the bottom. With the Knight of Stones. The Knight of Bones. Sorry. It's just funny because I was like, Ace of Swords. I'm like, sometimes it can be, depending on, because I saw those two kings, right? And then sometimes it can be, someone's got a big, depending on, and then like 3 masculine cards came out. But that's just your left brain too, left brain's very 3D, needs that physical touch, very visual. Just a little bit more here. 2 stones. What? 2 of Stones and the Death card. Yeah, rebirth, rebalancing, brand new you. Capable of being you. How about that? You are capable of being the divine expression of you. It's inside you, God. Just where God put it. Exactly where God put it. And you didn't hide it in you either. Maybe to activate at a certain time. I don't know. I think, I've always had these abilities, but I just, you get worldly and you're just like, oh, I gotta find a man. I gotta go to school. I gotta do this. I gotta work. And so you really shut it down. And then especially if, if you're someone who likes to drink, do drugs, whatever, which is the reason why a lot of people, they do that, because it's hard dealing with, like, I talk to dead people, right? That poor kid, it's like, yeah, that real guy, he's a trip, he's a beautiful soul, something Van Pratt, the story with, Mary Steenburgen and her husband, Ted Danson. They did a movie about his true life story from when he was a child and everything. So, he would just be urged to tell someone something by the divine Holy Spirit would move them, and some people would be very, oh, thank you, and other people would be like, hey, who the hell do you think you are? So see, just because you go with your divine guidance doesn't mean people are going to be warm and welcoming, right? But it's like, you don't know any other way to live or communicate or whatever, so. Okay. Yes, oh, so I was saying I had a dream of one of my cats that I've never, 2 of Wands flipped over. That, because someone was talking about having, okay, so I'm like, oh yeah, I usually dream about, but I'm like, I wonder why I never dream about Rocky. But in this dream, so he's like Siamese, but he has a little bit of the tabby stripe that come out. So, but in the dream, instead of gray and white, he was like blue and white, like this crystally blue and silvery white. It was so awesome. It was beautiful. Yeah, it's like he kept trying to hump my leg, but it was a male, but it was a feminine, a cat, right? Feline. So I'm like, is everybody horny or what the fuck? I'm just kidding. And it was just like same face and everything. The coloring was, but it was just a little bit more like enhanced, like blue and silvery, and had the same like loose skin. I don't know why he just had saggy loose skin, and he never got obese and lost weight. It wasn't like the cat with gastric bypass surgery. Okay. High Priestess, the Hermit, 4 of Wands, 8 of Stones. So that's Pisces, Virgo, Happy Home, Work. I have a little sense of what that might mean, but we'll see. So 2 of Stones, and then the Lime, the Page of Wands on the bottom, which that represents my son sometimes. And because he's a double Leo and he's a child, and it's interesting that it's called Mime in this deck because he doesn't speak. He makes plenty of noises, believe me. Okay, let's lay these cards down now. Yeah. 5 of Stones, being left out in the cold. Not feeling like you have resources. Well, Ace of Stones coming in. I like that because I've felt that. And now having resources and bills paid and not struggling, it's like, that's one weight that's lifted. 10 of Mirrors. Beautiful. And there's the 2 of Wands right there. Okay. No more cards fall out. Come on, let's just get this done. Right, 9, 10 of spirals. 9 flipped out and the 10 was right there. So it's like, okay, we're done here. One more. Okay. Knight of Wands, top card. Here, let's go like this now. Oh, headband fell off the computer there. Oh, okay. So we have the Knight of Wands. The Corsair. The Queen of Wands at the center. 3 of Spirals. So looking very forward to things coming in the root of it, and staying positive and having in your heart the essence of the divine feminine. Okay, the fire of her. It's fire and water. Water first. Which makes sense because Jesus pulls you in through chest and through the water, right? And then passes you off to Archangel Gabriel, the fire. It's all about purification. Right, you have to be given the knowledge through the water, through the word first in order to understand what is coming up with the baptism by fire. So you don't die of shock and amazement. Okay, so here's the Queen of Pentacles on the left side of the masculine, and the Star card on the right side, the feminine. So 2 queens and a knight, Star card, and the 3 of Wands. So that's all good, positive people. Oh, here's the Empress on the side of the divine masculine. So, and 2 of Spirals, 2 of Wands, and 4 of Mirrors. I have Judgment, Hierophant, and Knight of Mirrors. So there's 2 queens and 2 knights. So, maybe some immature men in the life of the now. And really having to tune in with your divine feminine to be led by the Holy Spirit, by your right brain, by your higher self, in order to really maintain, all this that you've gone through. Oh, look at the Lovers is on the bottom. Is that great or what? And Seven of Spirals, there's that Seven of Spirals. So, yeah, communication. So that, that doesn't mean necessarily 3D communication. This could be communication from source, since it's major arcana, Lovers. This could be source communication coming into the people. So it was, Lovers and Seven of Wands. So this is also standing in your truth, the strength of truth, how it fuels you, how passionate one can be when they stand in their truth. That's where we find our passion. That's where we are passionate. Outside of truth, no passion lies outside of truth. Wherein lies passion? Truth. Wherein? Truth. So masculine, has a Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Stones. I'm a Capricorn. Yeah, my left brain has my right brain on its mind. So here's Four of, a little bit of uneasiness. Yeah, but it's kind of passing, right? Because it was over here. It's like going out. Getting channeled through the left brain. That could be a little bit of it could be boredom too, because of the other cards look so good. It's like the queen in her castle, right? She just wants her twin flame, her other spiral. But this could be, the power rising within you, okay? As we're more and more comfortable communicating with God in this way and being divinely guided in each moment. See how, so Queen of Stones is very much, and this would be Earth sign, I'm Capricorn, so it would be Virgo, Cap, or Taurus. But I mean, this is my own personal reading, but I share it with you guys every day, because y'all could get something out of it, and hopefully. And just to check in with y'all, right? Stay connected. So this is very much you on the earth, okay? And the artiste, the feminine being creative on the earth, anchoring spirit into form through a painting or however you create, okay? It could be food, it could be creating jokes and laughter. But this Empress, that's a major arcana, so this is your highest expression. This is the goddess, the Shekinah. This is the Gaia Himalka. And it's literally Gaia, okay? So Shekinah Gaia Himalka is Goddess, Queen, Mother. Shekinah Gaia Himalka. Himalka. Queen Himalka. So, Queen of Earth and Queen of Fire. So very much anchoring that expressive energy, okay? And I've been doing that. I've been getting into yokes. I've been getting into, just grabbing a pencil and sketching some out. The words come in, jot them down. And I definitely feel there's more of a connection when you use a tool in your hand, not like a typewriter but I mean, a typewriter doesn't have its own electrical field. Everything vibrates and has its energy, but I'm just saying it doesn't have like, I do type on the computer too, but I usually write it down by hand first. Unless it's something like, oh my god, it's quicker usually for me to go grab a pencil than to open up a Word document or whatever. But I will usually type it into my computer as well, just to have it in a couple different spots. Anyway, so yeah, this like left brain masculine. It's like, okay, got a little bit of uneasiness, maybe a little bit of boredom. As far as universal messages, I'll kind of give it to you that way too. Because I can kind of interpret for myself what this means, but so we have 2 knights and 2 queens. And that makes sense because the feminine leads the way, the right brain leads the way, and here's the star card on the right side. And that's Aquarius. Let's see if we have any Empress. I'm not sure if that represents the sign. We'll just say it's Capricorn. Then we have the Phoenix rising, which is, this could be the death card too, but it's associated with judgment too, because it's, you know, like rebirth, regeneration, purification, rising into who you are, your higher self. So you have to go through this process, you know, because judgment is really just about you releasing your fears, you releasing your shame, your blame, your all these holds, ties that you're holding on to, lower vibrational stuff. As you're going up, these things are getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and it's like you ain't got no go-go gadget arms. You gotta let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And then this is, and I've been really, it's interesting because I've been tuning in. My brother, bless his soul, but very discerning back in the day, but very, you know, clairsentient, triple Taurus. Or, so this is Hierophant, this is, and I've been kind of tuning into that. Like, I'm like thinking, yeah, what will my brother say with some people that I like listen to or whatever? Like, you're like, you listen to that? That guy sounds like a fucking asshole. He was always very right on the money with, see, it always took me longer to see. Not that he didn't dive into doing bad shit, but what I'm saying is he was a good judge of character. I'll give him that. And quick too. And he'd be like, how are you so stupid that you can't see this about this dude or whatever? But, you know, there's Taurus, Hierophant. So it's just interesting because I was, yeah, because my brother was tough and strong. You know, sensitive, ruled by Venus, so very affected by love. Like his first love, really, ooh, he just went downhill from there. And it was just his first love in high school. And it's just ever since, man, being that triple Taurus, you really got to manage your love department. Or it can just suck you in the wrong way to where it's just your life forces. So I don't know, maybe there's a connection here with, you know, he's not living with my dad anymore, so maybe, I don't know, the dreamer, Knight of Mirrors, I don't know, maybe he's, maybe just as a personal message from my brother, he's getting some guidance, some purification, he's going to be able to, like, dream a little about maybe you can have a life other than just being on the streets and doing drugs and shit, man. Oh, God, that's... And a lot of these people, they could... I mean... I got on housing assistance because it was just like... Anyone could get on it, as long as you're 18 and over, okay? And you get certain perks, like if you have a job, you get priority. If you have... if you're a Vietnam vet, you get priority. So there's different qualifications. If you're a senior, you get priority. So it's not like they're just trying to help out. There's some people, actually, who need help, like me, who have a child or sick and no family, blah, 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 whatever. So, the point I was trying to make was, oh, like the Section 8, it's like, you know, when I see my brother who's had his was caused by his own drug use, okay, mental confusion, schizophrenia from methamphetamine use, okay, and he didn't even, that happened just within like a year of doing it. He didn't have to do very much, okay, because he was already very sensitive, so it just like flipped a switch inside him. But it's like he could have had housing and stuff by now. He's been doing this for like 20 years, being on the streets and getting his disability and blah blah blah, just so he could go do drugs and get prostitutes and buy porn and alcohol, and it's just like But I'm not resentful, and plus I'm taken care of. God takes care of us, but it's just like I don't understand people not being resourceful, because if you need help, it's out there. You have to be resourceful. You have to be your own advocate. You can't have people just everyone has their own life and their own problems, and you're not going to have people beating down your door to help you. You have to go out and get it. Go ask for it. Go fill out the paperwork. Go to the appointments. Go do the... I couldn't even get baby daddy to go to a damn appointment. Right? I mean, that's... Oh, yeah. Right? So that's why I'm so glad I'm just in charge of myself now. Everyone's in charge of themselves. Not that it was any different. But things get clouded, and we think we're responsible for someone else's happiness. You're not even responsible for your own child's happiness, okay? So, but, okay, these are like all major arcanas except for the Dreamer, the Knight of Cups. And you have the Knight, there's the Knight of, you have, I have, we have. So, this is very much passionate, okay, but it's the Knight of Cups, so it's not stable love necessarily. And the Knight of Spirals crowning, he's just like bum da dum imperial penis. No, just kidding. But it's just like kind of immature masculine energy with two knights, okay? Not really knowing how to direct this energy, whereas the Queen is like, she's the artiste, okay? She's funneling, channeling. But see, this is on the side of the feminine right brain, okay? So it's kind of like the masculine is focused, and maybe that's why there's some anxiety and uneasiness and boredom. Just because with the other cards, I mean, it could be uneasiness just because people put a lot of pressure on themselves when it comes to love, relationships, all that. So masculine could be feeling uneasy. But I'm kind of getting more of a sense of boredom because he's focused on someone in particular. This is an earth sign, but with the Empress, it's like he really sees her as the one in heaven and on earth. Heaven on earth, the partner of heaven on earth. And this could represent the twin flame. It could represent a crossroads, a choice, path. Which way do you go? But in a divine partnership reading, I see this as someone focused, masculine, focused on a feminine who he really views as his Empress here on earth. The other one, the corresponding torch holder. That's good to have at the heart of it, the Queen of Spirals, because it's fire and water, which is masculine and feminine, but it's the Queen, so it's water first, feminine leads the way. So that's a perfect one to have at the heart, okay? And the foundation is very positive. Because it's like waiting for your ships to come in, thinking positive. You see them on the horizon, you know it's coming. So that could be what the Knights are about. It's like the masculine catching up. They're coming. They're trailing behind a little bit, but you can still see them. You haven't lost sight of them. They haven't lost sight of you. Right? Destiny, leading the way, your higher self, the Holy Spirit guiding you, guiding those ships in that beacon of light, guiding the ships into the harbor. And Hierophant and Judgment, it could be marriage, but because the Judgment card is here, it could be like kind of being the establishment. So the dreamer, okay, whether masculine or feminine, I know this is a knight, but so it's Knight of Mirrors, Knight of Cups, so that's fire and water again. Okay, so we have Queen of Spirals and Knight of Mirrors, so fire and water. And because it says dreamer, dreamer, okay, with the star card, and in judgment, like you being the judge, you're the one who, working with Archangel Gabriel, like the dreamer is becoming the establishment. The one who dares to dream is going to be the new status quo. Because this is like the establishment, government, structural society, playing by the rules of the matrix, knowing how to play the game. This is institution, okay? Schools, hospitals, yada, yada, yada. So, education, learning, healing. Yes, we're going to dare to dream because of the visionary, the dreamer with the star card, okay? Daring to dream. And judgment is like, judgment upon the earth. Gaia ascending. We're raising our vibration. We're purifying. We're getting all the crud out. So, warning the people. And not even necessarily warning, but just letting them know. This is what I've been shown. This is what I've done in response. This is what's worked. This is what hasn't worked. This is where I am right now. Just sharing. This is going to be the new way. It's not going to be, some tyrant dictating from the top and you never even meet this person. Don't even know what their intentions are. This is like, I feel like synergy. Okay. And it's coming in from the highest diamond consciousness of the divine feminine. And it's like the masculine, even though this is right brain feminine, this is a knight, so it's like the masculine's gonna be more dreamy, more in that feminine flow, more of like, because I have a lot of masculine energy and I'm Capricorn, so I'm like, I gotta do something. I can't rest. I gotta, there's something, something's gotta get done. There's gotta be a load of laundry I can gather up or something. There, maybe the tub needs to be scrubbed, just, and especially with this, I was going to say attitude, this energy of Saturn in its home sign of Capricorn, which I am. It's like, I feel really good doing stuff, like, and especially if it's creative. So it's like getting work done, even if it's chores and stuff or whatever, but I'm really finding the pleasure in the just dreaming up stuff, visualizing, and then drawing it out, writing it out, creating whatever, getting crafty with it. Dare to dream. Divine expression. Divine pure expression. So dreaming is that lull, like lizard medicine, where you're visualizing, star card, how you want your life to be, Hierophant. How you want to structure your life, okay? But it has to be of the purest intention, so this is why the Judgment card's here. You can't have a new life without having a new you, okay? We can't have we can't be led by our dreams and try to anchor that into a 3D reality that doesn't have a clear path for us to anchor that down here. It's all cluttered with toxic people, behavior, habits, whatever, we're not going to be able to even dream and tune into that energy to manifest it, let alone, anchor it down here. But see, this is the clearing of the path. Archangel Gabriel with that fire clears it all out. So now you can build something very strong and lasting. This Hierophant is like lasting institution, okay? Okay, and this is your highest expression, the Star card, being led by your higher self. And I kind of repeated myself a little bit, but it's just like, this is what, the new earth or the great shift, whatever you want to call it, the shift that's happening. We're not going to be able to build and manifest on anything other than the highest, purest intention. Highest vibration comes from the purest intention. And we have to be pure and new in order to have a life that reflects that. Because everything comes from within. And it expresses itself outward, just like a pebble. You throw it in and it radiates the circle out. So everything starts with self first. Okay? You have to be in alignment with the highest expression of you. That doesn't mean you're always expressing from the highest expression of you, but having that communication with your higher self, having just constant dialogue with God throughout the day. Okay? And that's like what this is. Star card, Hierophant, Judgment. It's like Archangel Gabriel, the cosmos, galactic star family, okay? Ancients, ancestors. It's like these are the things that we're anchoring. This is the new thing that we're building. And it's coming from, it's for the greater good, and it's coming from the highest expressions. Or else people are going to be very frustrated because they're not going to be able to manifest in the way that, they used to be able to. It has to be from pure intention. Or, you won't even be able to dream the dreams, okay, until you're purified by fire a little bit, yeah? And that's just the way it goes. Them's the rules. Lights out at 11. Them's the rules. So, but this is good right brain stuff. It's, it's almost, see this tiger? It's like, there's that feminine tiger in it because it's the Knight of Mirrors. So there's water and fire together. So that tiger is like rearing to go, about ready to leap. And that's kind of what I feel here. It's like you've had the visions and dreams. You've done some purification. You've really gotten in tune with being on your spiritual journey, your spiritual path. And now it's like, I'm liking this. I'm ready to keep moving forward. I'm ready to take the next step. Leaps and bounds. This is good. I'm liking this. Feeling more confident in your decision making coming from your higher self, right? When it's coming from ego, it never feels better after. The decision could be just as hard, okay? Whether you're coming from your higher self or your lowest vibration, making that choice can still be hard. But the results will feel better when it comes from your higher self, okay? You actually get results, and those are results that are aligned with your greatest good and the greatest good of all. When you try to get results any other way, you're going to be dissatisfied. You're not going to be fulfilling. It's not going to be satisfying. It's not going to end up the way you want it. But this is also being open, okay? Being open to your higher guidance. Open to God's guidance. Open to help from your angels, Archangel Gabriel, Hierophant, Star card, okay? I think the Divine Feminine right brain is really seeing that this is working, and they're now it's motivating them. They see that it works, and it motivates them to keep implementing this. and expanding and growing and learning and moving down the path. Because this is also boundaries, like the Hierophant and the Judgment card. It's like there's some areas of life where you do not color outside the lines, or Archangel Gabriel comes in with that fire and lights you up, right? So I really feel like the left brain masculine's focusing on a feminine, could be an earth sign, or just in the 3D, someone that they know in the 3D who they view as the Empress, their match torch holder. The torch holding pair. So he sees her as his other energetic match, because fire equals electricity, energy. Okay. That's where all the codes and information are in the light, okay? So the same kind of soul code frequency, if you will. So that might be why there's that 4 of Cups, because it could just be like thinking about this person so much, you want to be with them so much in the 3D too, right? Because but it's like, for whatever reason, not right now. So it's 4 cups, like boredom and uneasiness, but don't go anywhere with that. Just see it for what it is and know that it's associated, related to whatever is happening here with focusing on this feminine. And this is also like sacrificing, the people on you, hanging on you, doing this, don't want to be around you. But it's like when it's like you're in love with someone or focused on someone or whatever, you could have people throwing themselves at you, and all you can do is like think about this other person that you're longing for. Because in the Harmonious deck, the 4 of Cups, I think it's the 4 of Cups. Yeah, he's like, there's like a Ferris wheel and party going carnival in the back, and he's just kind of looking off into the distance, kind of bored. He's got like this beautiful woman hanging on him, and he just is just like looking out like, is there anything real out here? Is there is there real love out here somewhere? Is this, all this worldly stuff is so unfulfilling. I want a woman of God. Yeah, so hence why there's like a Knight of Wands with it. But this is masculine and feminine at the top here, so this is fiery fire, so all I'm saying is what I'm saying. And the Lovers, remember, was on the bottom. Alright. So we're done, but yeah, 7 of Spiral, so maybe some communication between the lovers. Maybe some body-to-body communications. Just kidding. Fornicators, damn fornicators. Just kidding, too. No, we love everyone. Even them fornicators. We used to be one. Okay. My hair used to be, hair, too. I don't know what it is now. It feels like fiberglass. Oh, so let me show you really quick. I know this one's going on a little long, but yesterday I just pulled some dragon cards for myself. This is the one that flipped out. And in the booklet it starts on 110 and ends on 111 when you're reading the card definition, so 111. And this is the last and final dragon of the deck, and there are, I believe, 44. So this is the 44th. Okay, angel numbers, okay, and source dragon. This is about self-mastery. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. And this is talks about breath work. You see the manifesting infinity sign right there, and then in the hands, okay? Right here, right now, in this vortex of this moment, where everything is present. That's where source is, right here, right now. It's not something far away. It's real. And it's right here and it's right now. And it's loving you and guiding you. That's source, God, creator. Okay, and these very much like the two feathers, the Bennu, okay? Amun Ra, Amun, the headdress, the Amun. Okay, that's anchoring the divine. That's how we anchor it with the two, right? The testes, the ovaries, the two. It's like a tuning fork, okay? So, and as above, so below, and this is expressed in everything, okay? It just, on a dragon, it looks like that, okay? You know, or in our human body, it looks like two testes or two ovaries. In a flower, it looks like, okay, so it's, see how beautiful God, source, creator, so beautiful that it can take this one concept, just this single one concept, and express it in so many an infinite array, an infinite myriad of expression God is. We're gonna start talking like Yoda again. And guess what was on the bottom when that flew out and I shuffled like an angel? Of course, Archangel and Judgment card came out in this reading, so that's interesting. I just threw those cards this morning, so, or these cards I should say, because they're right here right now. So that's Archangel Gabriel's diamond white dragon, okay? And that's all about the purity and stuff, okay? Oh, this source one's all about breath, okay? Archangel Gabriel is the breath. This is the breath of life that Archangel Gabriel is responsible for. That's it, what ignites and gives you that spark, okay? He delivers the spark through the breath of life. And this is now, it's like you got jump start, okay? Off of the original source, like battery, like, okay? And now it's a self-perpetual, perpetual motion, okay? Now it's perpetual motion. And the top one was this. Orange Gold Dragon from Arcturus. And those colors are the colors of that amber, orange gold. That's Archangel Gabriel's colors. And this says, opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. Guiding light partners of, you know, because to usher people down a path, be a way shower, there has to be two, right? The fence posts. So the buddy system of the Harriet Tubman energy. Araminta, or Moses. It's her nickname. So we always love tapping into her energy because it's she anchored that energy onto the earth through her vessel. The energy of liberation, sovereignty, divinity, that you contain the divinity within you. And knowing that, and yeah, we got some hair happening this morning. All right, so, close it up and then put the source dragon back in there. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Look what I opened up to. Just opened randomly to the middle of the deck, and there you are. Oh, the Fool, the true, authentic you. This is what it's all about. The hero's journey. The journey of life, your Dhamma, your Karma here on the earth. So, and the Pilgrim was right after. That's interesting. And the Acrobat. So, sandwiched between the Acrobat, which is the Page of Pentacles, and the Pilgrim, which is the Page of Swords. So, Yeah, doing flips down that path, pilgrim. Peregrinos. All right. Get this hair, the fluff out of here. Love, peace, and blessings. I love you all. Peace be upon you all, and blessings to each and every one.